Okay guys, this is the vehicle that I have to check the brakes. I have to do the front and also in the back on this vehicle. Okay, I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, there we go guys. I put jack stand under here, okay, to support my jack on this side. So I have to remove the tire first. I'm going to show you guys how to do brake maintenance on the brakes. Okay, now I have to remove the tire. This is the good thing, I have the air gun, so it's easier. So I'm going to lock. Okay, this is the front left side on my vehicle, so the rotor looks okay. So I don't know about the brake pad, so I have to check this one. But in here it looks like still thick, so I think I'm just gonna put only a lubricant all the sliders here. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I have to remove this one. There's two bolts that you have to remove here, one, and also there's one here. This is the one you have to remove so that you can see properly the brake pad. Okay guys, now we have to remove these two bolts here. Okay, then after that we just fold the caliper just like that. This one has two pistons. Okay, give me a second here. Okay guys, I removed already. So when you remove the caliper, make it sure you guys gonna hang up this one, okay, so that the flexible hose here for the brake fluid is not gonna get pressure like that. So this is my brake pad, so they are still thick. Okay, after 3 years that I have this brake pad, but this still looks okay. That is the good thing. If you buy original parts from the Toyota, it lasts longer. Okay, so now I have to do here, so I'm just gonna put the grease on the slider on both side here, these two, and then I have to remove this one so that I can clean it up. So if how thick on this side, I'm very sure it's gonna be the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to remove this one. Okay guys, this two spring, there's a hole that will go in the caliper. Okay, all you have to do, just pull this one out and then just pull. See that? See, this one is just gonna go here. When you put it back, it's the same thing because there's a guide on the brake pad, so it's easy to put it back. Okay, so it's the same thing here. Just pull it out just like that. Doesn't matter how it goes though, because it's the same thing. They are looks the same. Doesn't matter if we put the other one on the bottom or on the top, they are the same. Okay, there's no difference on these two. And then after that we have to pull the brake pad. See that? See, it's still thick. See that? This is the original parts after 3 years that I have this one, but still looks good. So I'm just gonna clean this up and put grease in here. Okay guys, this is all you have to do. We just have to clean up here everything. You have to have a small steel brush like this one, and then remove all the dirt in there. Okay guys, now we have to put grease on the slider. All I have to do just pull this out. Okay, see this one? So we have to put grease on this one. Look at that. Okay, and then wipe it out. And then we have to put grease on this one. Okay. And have to put this back here. When you guys do this one, you have to do one at a time, okay? Don't remove it all at the same time. One on the top and then one in the bottom. Okay, and then here on the top, so you do the same thing. See, this one is a little bit tight, so that means this one has no enough grease on this one. See that? See, so dirty. Have to wipe this out, and then we're gonna do the same thing. Okay. The one that I'm putting, guys, the lubricant is a synthetic. It's much better if you use the synthetic. It lasts longer because the brake is a high temperature. It's gonna be too hot. See that? Okay, there we go. Okay guys, after that, the brake pad, you have to put also a grease on here, a little bit on both sides. Okay, okay guys, now we have to put it back. So just push it in just like that. So it's the same thing here, guys. You have to put a little bit grease, okay, outside. Then just push it in just like that. Okay, now we have to put back the pin. Just like that. So it's the same thing here on the bottom. Okay, just like that, because this one is the one is pushing out the piston. Okay, these two, make it sure they're in properly. Okay, and then just leave it like that. Okay guys, here you put also a little bit of lubricant, because on this side is grabbing the outer brake pad. Okay, okay guys, now we have to put it back, the caliper, just like that, just push it back. Okay, just like that guys, it's very easy. If how you guys did on this side, it's the same thing on the other side. Okay, there is no difference in the front. If how I showed you guys here is the same thing when you guys do on the other side. Okay, it's very simple. And then these two bolts, just tie this up. If you have a torque wrench, 35 foot-pounds. If you guys don't have, just use the wrench. As long as it gets snug when you tie these two bolts, and then that's it. Okay, okay guys, here everything is done. Okay, so when we do on the other side, when you do on the other side, it's gonna be the same thing. Okay, same process, there's no difference. Okay guys, this is the one on the other side. I removed already the tires, so I have to remove the caliper to see if it's the brake pad, if it's still thick. Guys, I'm going to remove these two bolts here. Same thing here on the top. Okay guys, when you are losing the bolt, sometimes this one is turning, so you have to use 11/16. Okay, you stick it here. Okay, so it's the same thing here on the top. You can put it here. Okay, same thing like that, and then you turn it here if it's turning the bolt from the other side. Okay, here we go guys. See, the brake pad still thick, so it's good. I don't have to replace. I'm just gonna put grease on this one. Same thing what I did on the other side. Okay guys, I cleaned up everything already. Okay, I put the lubricant in the slider on this one on both sides. Okay, same thing what we did on the other side. So now I put it back already, the brake pad. So the brake pad still thick, so I didn't replace it. Now I have to put the pin that will go here. Just like that. So same thing on the bottom. And then the next one is the caliper. Okay, just like that guys. And then put the bolts, and then that's it. Tie this up and then put the tire and done. Okay guys, both front brakes are already done. So now I install already the tire here, so I'm just gonna bring it down, and then that's it. And then after that, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on the rear brakes. Okay guys, now we are in the rear brake. We have to remove this one. Guys, this is the rear brake. Okay, so the rotor still looks good. So now we have to check the brake pad, how it look like. Okay guys, we have to remove these two 14mm that is holding on the caliper. Okay, these two bolts. Like that, these two, and then we shake it. Take a look. Okay, look at that, it's still thick. The brake pad are still thick, so we're just gonna put a grease on it or lubricant. Same thing what we did from in the front. In this one, we have to pull this out and then put grease on it. Same thing here in the bottom. This one, just pull this out. It's very easy, just like that. Okay, see, it's still thick. See how thick is that? Same thing on this one. See, it's still thick. So I don't need to replace. Okay. Okay guys, now we have to pull this out. Just like that. And then wipe it out. There is no difference, guys, when you do, you know already how to do in the front. It's the same thing. There is no difference. Okay, just like that. Always use a synthetic high temperature lubricant. Then put it back. Okay, after this one, guys, done, and then we have to pull this out. And we have to clean it up. And then we have to wipe it. And then we have to put new lubricant in here. Always use synthetic, guys, especially for the brakes. The high temperature lubricant. It's a little bit slippery when you put back the rubber. So there we go. It's done. Okay, guys, before you put it back, the brake pad, always put a lubricant at the tip on the brake pad. Okay, same thing what we did in the front. So now I have to put it back. Okay, very easy. So same thing here, the outer one. There we go, just like that. And then the caliper, you guys need to put a little bit lubricant in here. Okay, also here around in the piston, so that it's not gonna get rusty. Okay, and let's put it back. And then put the bolts. And then put only 18 foot-pounds, 18 to 35 foot-pounds. So you just guys put on in between 18, just put 30 like that, or 35. Okay, and then tie this up and then put the tire. So if what we did, guys, on this side, it's the same thing when we do on the other side. Okay, there's no snug. But if you guys don't have any torque wrench when you tie this up, as long as it gets snug, that's good enough. Okay, okay, that's it, get snug. Even you don't have torque wrench. Okay, good. Okay, here is done, guys. I put it back already, the tire. So now I'm gonna go on the other side. Okay, now we are already on this side, so now we have to remove this tire. Okay, here we go, guys. I remove already the tire here, so we're gonna do the same thing. We have to lose these 2 bolts, and then we have to check if the brake pad need to get replaced, or we just gonna clean it up. There we go. remove these two bolts and then pull out the caliper. We just hide it here on the back, but see, the brake pad still thick, so we're just gonna clean this up and then put it back. We're gonna do the same thing what we did from the other side, guys. See this one? See, it's still thick, so we have to just clean this up. So same thing, the other one, still thick. That's good. And now we are going to put it back. The brake pad. There we go. I put already a lubricant on this slider and also in the bottom. So now we have to put it back. The caliper. This is the caliper. There we go. Then we have to put the bolts. And then we have to tie this up until it gets snug, and then put the tire, and then that's it. Okay, guys. Tie this up. Get it snug like that. And then that's it. If you guys have torque wrench, okay, just like I said, 18 to 35 pounds. Just put in between on that one, on that torque, okay? Okay, that's it, guys. Everything is done. I hope this video will help you guys how to do maintenance in your brakes in your Toyota Sienna. It's very easy and simple, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and God bless. Thank you.